Good afternoon. We are at the Homewood Suites Hotel in Chelsea. My name is Kerry Schumann. I'm here on behalf of Executive Director Paula Bradley Batchelor and Chelsea Community Cable for a big class reunion, the class of 1964 from Chelsea High School, their biggest reunion yet. And here he is, the chair of the event, celebrating how many years?
55 years.
55 years since they marched down at Chelsea Stadium, or was it the graduation indoors?
Indoors at the old auditorium on Clark Avenue.
Well, may I have the honor of introducing the chair of the reunion, attorney Steve Kyle, great basketball player, played with the great Lou Perkins and others on a tech tournament team, captain of the 64 team, went on to play at Boston State College, and here he is, Mr. Kyle. What a great day this is.
It's a fabulous day. We're having about 85 people here. We haven't seen them in a long time. It's so nice to see old friends. Your best friends are the ones you made in high school, and you continue to be friends. It's wonderful.
Okay, so I imagine some from Shirtliff School they started out, Carter School, Williams School. Where did you get your start?
Shirtliff School.
Okay, what street?
It was on Shirtliff Street.
No, but what street did you grow up on?
I grew up on Bellingham Street.
As you can see, these questions are unrehearsed.
That's right.
Okay, did you play basketball at Shirtliff?
I played basketball at Shirtliff for Ronnie Goodman in the 7th and 8th grade, and actually 6th grade, and Fred Garabedian was our 9th grade coach, who ended up being our high school coach.
What are your fondest memories of Chelsea High? Now, you were there 3 years now. High school is 4 years.
Right. It was just a good time for me, playing basketball. I knew everybody's name in my class. We may not have been best friends. We were acquaintances, but everybody knew everybody. It was just a wonderful experience for me.
And you obviously got a great education, eventually entering the field of law. Any teachers that were instrumental back then, or the principal of the school that you remember?
The principal, I think, was Mr. Carter.
Yeah.
And we had several teachers that I can recall. We had Mr. Greenglass for civics, Mr. Philippone for geometry, which I needed some help getting through. We had Mr. Cherry for history. He was tough. But all in all, Chelsea High at that time gave us a great education.
So who assisted you in the planning and organizing and cheering of this reunion?
My wife, Judy, she was instrumental in helping me. Couldn't have done it without her. She did a lot of the legwork, and my hat goes off to her for her help.
Okay, I bet you wish they had the three-point rule, because I understand you were a very prolific outside shooter, certainly from beyond what's now the three-point line.
Yeah, I wish they had it too. There was never a shot I didn't like, but yeah, I wish they had it then too.
Okay, so what's the plans for today? We have speeches, and
we'll have a welcoming, a few short speeches. We'll have dinner and dessert, and we have music, and hopefully a lot of reminiscing and saying hello to old acquaintances.
Okay, Jamie, our photographer, and I will go meet many of your classmates.
Thank you, Jamie, very much for coming, as you always do, and Kerry, thank you, and in the past, Dookie Bradley, and now Paula. We thank Chelsea Cable.
Okay, there you have it. We'll be back from the reunion.
This is Gary Bean, 1964 classmate. This is Gail Mugford Aida, 1964 classmate. We spent many nights in a trunk. And this is Ellen Leader. What's the married name? Pike. Came all the way from where? West Coast? Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All the way. This is the 55th Chelsea High School reunion. Thank you all for coming, and we hope that everybody has a great time. Stephen Morandi, 1964 with me. We went on many double dates in high school. A lot, yeah. He's a great guy. I miss him, and we don't see enough of each other.
We don't. Happy 55th reunion. I love it. I love this guy.
Sandy Leader. What's the married name? I forgot. Andujar. All the way from Florida. 1964 graduate. What do you want to say?
I want to say it's great to get together with old friends who all look as young as I do.
Olive. There you go. Alan Cooper.
Can I say what I want to say?
Say whatever you want to say.
Who is this schmuck?
It's going to be on cable TV.
I don't care who it's on table. Maybe I'll be discovered and become a movie star. You never know. But I love this guy.
I love him. I love him too. I do. Mark Arsenal, 64 graduate. Harriet, come in. Harriet, maiden name Bresco, 64 graduate. And her date, Barbara Golden, 65 graduate. All Chelsea. All Chelsea people. All Chelsea people. This is Hugh Butchie Bradley, much older than us, but he married a much younger woman.
I'm much younger.
And where is Leanie?
Right back of me.
She's over there. Freda Weiner and Mike Palladino.
Here we go.
Michael was in 1964, the mayor, acting mayor of the city. Maybe that's why the city's so good then. I don't know how it is.
I'm still acting. And I'm still acting.
Still acting. Mikey Reska, one of the great football players from Chelsea High, UNH, veterans agent for the city, commandant of the Soldiers Home, and just an all-around good guy. So glad he was able to get here from Florida. Mikey.
It's wonderful to be here and see so many that I haven't seen in many, many years. And I can tell you, this city has certainly changed since our days here.
It's a lot of water under that bridge. Fred Amarello and his wife, Nancy, 1964 grad.
1964, Florida residents. And we love it down there. Okay, but good to be back here.
Good to be back for at least a few days.
There you go. Thank you, buddy.
Roberta Stone Weiner, 1964, and my junior prom date?
Yes.
My junior prom date. What do you got to say for yourself, Roberta?
And we don't look a bit different than we did then. I am so happy to see everyone well here and to see people we haven't seen in many, many years. It's sort of an honor to be here, and I think Chelsea made us who we are today. Hopefully very good people.
This is Kenny Wax, 1964 graduate, went to Chelsea High School, MIT grad, a doctor, and works with smart homes and smart devices. Kenny, thanks so much for coming. Go ahead, say hello.
Well, thank you very much, Steve, for arranging this. A great turnout, and it rivals our big blowout 5 years ago. So really appreciate your dedication and Judy's also. So we have to say we're one of the outstanding classes of Chelsea.
The outstanding class
There you
of
go.
Chelsea. Thank you,
Thank
Kenny.
you.
The great Marlene Demko,
Karasek
1964.
Yes.
Marlene Karasek Demko,
Demko, right.
1964. Member of the great class. Go ahead, Marlene.
It was the best class. We had a great 4 years at Chelsea High. I just wish we had the new Chelsea High when we went to school in 64.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That is the truth. I remember walking through those corridors and through those doors and downstairs where we ate and getting yelled at by Mrs. Burke
And Mr. Cherry.
and Mr. Cherry all the time. Walking too fast, skirts too short. Things are so much easier for the kids now. They really are.
Thanks so much for
You're
coming.
welcome, honey.
I love you.
What channel are we on?
Billy Williamson, Leanie Bradley. That's Hugh Butchie's wife. Sheila Toast, Carol Williamson, Billy's wife. Billy is much older. Carol went.
Class of 63.
Carol's the baby. Sheila, Carol, and Leanie, all classmates. 1964. Say something.
It's
All right, that's enough.
It's so great to be here and see all these great people that we haven't seen in so long. They're also beautiful.
Love being here and seeing everyone. And it's great to be in Chelsea doing this. That even means more.
It's just great being with old friends from so many years ago. Nothing better, nothing at all.
Thank you all. Thank you all. This is Susan Kowalski.
That's right.
1964.
It was a very good year.
It was. It was a vintage year.
Yes. And how are you?
I'm fine. So glad you came.
Yeah.
All the way from New Hampshire.
All the way. All the way.
Live free or die.
That's true.
All right, classmates, raise your hand so we know who you are. Raise your hand. Yeah, classmates, say something.
Hello, welcome the class of 1964. Elvina Janiak Parada.
Leslie Zawinski Power, class of 64.
Thank you all. This is Margie Cohen, class of 64, and Marla Ekman.
Class of 64, Marla Ekman. Good to see everybody.
It's always wonderful getting together with all our friends. You know, Chelsea people, no friends like girlfriends.
That's true. Real old friends. This is Rita Godawala, all the way from Florida.
From Florida?
1964 classmate.
Florida, yes. Are we having a moment right now?
We're having a moment.
We're having
right
a
now.
moment. We're not having a senior moment. We're just having a moment.
A very exciting moment.
Like a moment.
Thanks for coming, Rita.
I'm happy to be here.
Former Alderman and City Councilor Don Pignato graduated in 64.
64. Yes.
Say hello, Don.
Hi.
That's it?
Yeah, well, what do you want me to say, Stevie? I was always the quiet guy, remember?
Dominic was the quiet man. He was, but it's so good to see
I'm
Don.
not sure how I ended up in politics, but I was the quiet guy.
This is Ginny O'Neill.
Gina?
Same thing.
No.
Gina O'Neill, married to Danny, longtime Chelsea residents, my classmate from 1964.
Many years, many good years, right? And it's great to be back here for the reunion. We love it. I love it.
I love it. I love to see old friends. Yeah, it is.
Some people don't like that. Some people don't like that.
No,
But
they
I
don't.
love it.
I do too. Thanks for coming.
We make up for it.
Yeah, we
for
do.
them.
Thanks for coming,
All
Gina.
right, thank you.
Oh, Danny, again, softball whiz.
Columbus High School, yeah. We played hockey against Chelsea all the time, yeah. Very good. It's a good time, yeah. I always enjoy my times. I thank Steve for putting this all together. It's a very great time. Yeah, very nice.
Thanks, Danny. It's good to see you guys.
Let's move over here with the chairman for a few more interviews. This is Steve Cowles, who's taken my position, but that's okay.
Look who we have. Look who we have here.
Who's here? Who's here? I just got here.
This is the Mill Hill contingent.
That's right.
Jimmy Tessaneri, Willie,
What's a Mary C. Burke?
Willie Tryon, and George Tryon.
We love being here. Haven't been here for 10 years, and now I love it. I'm glad to see all you guys doing well.
Fantastic. I can hardly wait for the next one.
If we make it.
Wait, well, can we talk about softball with these gentlemen and basketball? Now, was it Ed's Grill you were on?
Ed's Grill.
Catcher. You were the catcher.
I was the catcher. Yeah, absolutely right.
Bobby Hallis was third base.
Danny Cronin was on Newbridge, and they were our big competition.
Yes.
That's right. And then it became Andy Sitko was our competition.
Who was better in basketball, you or Willie?
Oh, not even close.
Yeah.
Ask him.
My brother George.
Oh, Jimmy was.
I was the god. These guys were.
Jimmy was the god. That's right. Jimmy was the god. A lot of great memories from Chelsea.
And was it Coach Carabini and Coach Goodman?
No, my coach was Sumner Bloom at Carter School. I never played high school, although I could have. He would have been famous if I played high school.
Stevie Kyle.
Stevie Kyle. I would have picked for him. He would have hit jumpers. He would have been more famous. Not famous, more famous.
Well, he did play with a guy named Lou Perkins.
He was a year ahead of me, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Willie, any comments coming here tonight?
Well, I'm glad we're here. That's all that matters, right? And we're going to have a good time.
We had a good reunion chairman, didn't we, and Steve Kyle?
The best.
He knows what he's doing. He does it all the time, so he's experienced.
Anything else, George?
No, we're all set. Great to be here.
Okay.
Great to be alive, really.
Okay.
Huh?
We're standing straight up.
Back to Stevie Kyle.
I don't get paid for doing this either. Thanks, guys. These are all classmates. This will be on Chelsea Cable. It may go international.
Really? Oh, this is very exciting to see our old friends and look around.
Yourself,
my name's Iris Jonath, but now Fitzmyer. I live in Melrose, still in the same area. I'm glad to see everybody.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
That's it? That's enough.
No, I have to say more about you. How wonderful Stephen Kyle is to put all this together and make this a great evening, hopefully.
I ditto that. I agree. My name is Beverly Needy Greeley. Thrilled to be here. I don't know how I got here with all these old people, but I love it. I love it. And thank you again, Stephen Kyle. Class of 64.
Hi, Jerry Malone Ferguson from Phoenix, Arizona. Great being here, seeing all my classmates. Everyone have a blessed life.
Thank you, Jerry. Phoenix, Arizona. That's not around the corner. Thank you, Jerry, for coming. This is Charles Chapman, class of 64. Was in the Chelsea High School marching band, and here we are. And I'm glad that Charlie was able to make it. You want to say hello, Charlie? This is going to be on Chelsea Cable.
Hi, guys. I understand the band's a lot better than it was then.
Next to Charlie is his wife, Casey. So we're so glad that they were able to make it. Steve Selbovitz, class of 64.
Is this the Revere High reunion
You got it.
of 1995? Well, all I can say is that it doesn't seem like it's been 55 years. It's great seeing people that are here, and in particular some of the people that haven't been to our previous reunions. And, you know, we always said we had the best group of kids in our graduating class, and I still feel the same way, and I still get goosebumps seeing some of the people here. When I see him, I get hives, but I get goosebumps when I see some of the other people here. Thank you.
Thanks, Stevie. It's good to see you as always. This is Judy Weiss, my classmate in 64 in the Hebrew School, Chelsea Hebrew School, and a former chief court officer at Chelsea District Court.
This is a wonderful turnout. I haven't seen so many people for so many years, and I'm glad they came finally.
I'm glad you came.
Yes.
It's good to see everybody, isn't
Yes,
it?
it sure is.
3 Chelsea classmates. 3. Where's 4?
4. You're the fourth one.
Well, I'm okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you the microphone. You'll introduce yourself and say hello.
Hi, I'm Rachel Goodman Spirer, and obviously from the class of 64.
And these are some of my favorite people from that class. And it's wonderful to be here.
And I'm Judy Shefchakal, and I'm happy to be standing here with 4 of my favorite people.
Including her husband. Which is neither of us.
And I'm Irene Mohammed Bergman. It's pretty amazing to be here. I'm really glad that this is happening. It's very special.
Thank you all. Thanks, everybody. This is Jeannie Long Perkins, 1964, who had a twin sister, Jane, who couldn't make it tonight. But we're so glad Jeannie made it. Jeannie.
I'm so glad to see all my friends that I haven't seen in years. Glad to be here.
And we're glad you are here. This is Carol and Larry Levine. Larry's our classmate, and Carol, you just had your reunion.
67.
Say hello.
Hi, mine was the class of 67 2 weeks ago.
And I was the class of 64. She was class of 67. And we're happy to be here, really.
You guys always do a great reunion every year. We've come to all of them.
We're so glad that they're here again. Thank you. This is Arthur Feinberg, class of 64.
Hello, everyone. Say hello. Hello. Glad to be here. Glad to be alive.
This is Beverly's husband, Billy.
Hello.
Longtime Chelsea resident.
Thank you. Proud of it, too, let me tell you.
He's a little older, not much, just a little.
Hey, wait a minute. Hello. What am I supposed to say?
Say anything.
I love Stephen Carl.
Oh, my God.
And my husband, too. I love my
Thank you.
husband, too. And we're having a great time. I've only had 1 drink. I'm hoping to have 5 more. And I'll have big fun tonight.
I hope so.
So glad to see the boat.
What do you think of this beautiful hotel at Chelsea? You know, this is actually the JS room.
I know it is.
Yep.
When growing up, there weren't any hotels here. The only hotel was the Hotel Stanley.
Yes.
And now we have, 4 or 5 hotels in the city?
Yep.
And this is a beautiful hotel. And we're glad that our reunion is finally back in Chelsea. Thanks again, Carrie and Jamie, for doing this for us. We appreciate it very much.
Okay, so we'll come back and we'll hear some speeches. And
Hopefully, pretty soon.
okay, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Well, what do you expect from a floor general and a backcourtman and a playmaker?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Great job. We'll be back, Jamie. What a time we're having at the class of 64 reunion.
I just want to welcome everybody to the 1964 class reunion. 55 years out of Chelsea High School, and that's a lot of water under the bridge, under the Mystic Bridge. And if you remember, it was 15 cents to get over at the time. Well, again, I want to welcome everybody. And I hope everybody does have a good time talking, reminiscing. A friend of mine always says this when he has a reunion with Chelsea people. And I like to quote it because I think it's good. And sometimes I get a little emotional. So it comes easier as you get older. We're all acquaintances. Some of us are friendlier with some other people than others. Some had a little more than others. But we all had each other in high school. And I think that I can say that I knew everybody's name, mostly everybody's name, walking the halls of Chelsea High School. There are some people I want to thank for helping put this thing together. Marlene Bellagio, Maureen Bach, who's not here, Maureen Schumann, Janice Fox Diamond, Sheila Weiss-Weidman, Freda Weiner-Brenner, Margie Cohen, Marlene Karasak-Demko, Roberta Stone-Weiner, Billy and George Tryon, Mike Palladino. And I must say, the one that did most of the legwork and most of the work is my wife, Judy Sheffield. She didn't think I was going to say that, did you? No.
She's last on the list anyway.
Now, the photos that are on the back table and some of the things on display came from Kenny Wax. And I want to thank Kenny for supplying those things, who was at that far table. I want to thank Amanda Albert, who's the athletic director at Chelsea High School, for letting us use the Red Devils banner. And as we do every year, we're going to have a raffle. So we have a few bucks for hopefully the 60th. So we're going to sell raffle tickets, $5 for 3. And it is, what hotel is it, Janet?
It's the Hilton Garden Inn.
It's the Hilton Garden Inn. I want to thank Janet Trine for getting the donation. It's one night at the Hilton Garden Inn and 14 days of free parking. So it's right near Logan Airport. So if you can stay there one night, go wherever you're going and come back, your car will be right there. So that's a great deal. Is it in East Boston? It's in East Boston. If it was Chelsea, it would be definitely gone. But East Boston, we have a shot. Now, before I get into that, I want to, yes, Stephen Bluestein, who is not here tonight. He is a whiz at the computer and on Facebook, and he helped greatly. Everybody, I'm sure, if you're on Facebook, you've seen Stephen Bluestein several times a day. However, to us, he's Bluestein, but when he moved to the West Coast, he became Bluestein. It's a big deal, I guess, out there. So, but I want to thank him in abstention. Now, I'm going to pass out some, his book. Stephen wrote a new book. He's always writing a book. Take My Prostate, Please. And we're going to raffle that off also. And he's going to sign with what? I don't know. And I'm not, but he's going to sign. So we have that, which he has donated also. Now I'm going to pass out some sheets of lyrics. And one is In the Harbor, which was our school song. And I don't know if anybody remembers the tune. I remember, well, we'll need some help, Irene. And then the other one was our school song that we sang on graduation, Bally High. Now, in the chorus, our chorus teacher and instructor was Harry Totes. Harry Totes. Alvin Totes, I'm sorry. Alvin Totes. You've seen one Totes, you've seen them all. This is Alvin Totes. Now, Michael Palladino and I were sitting next to each other during the chorus, and Alvin came up to us and said, "You two guys are throwing off the whole chorus." And we were. So we said, "Please don't sing Martha." But tonight, Michael, you and I, as well as everybody else, are going to sing it. So as soon as I can get these flyers up, if you would like, we'd appreciate it if you join in, just to have a good time. And if you have a voice like Michael, it doesn't matter. Like Michael or I, it just doesn't matter. Just please, we want everybody to have a good time and enjoy themselves. Okay. You're going to have to sing for your dessert. You already had your supper, so you don't have to sing for your supper, but you have to sing for your dessert. We have coffee and cheesecake for dessert. So, Michael. Very quiet. We're going to do it belly high first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in your best voices. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Valley high may call you any night, any day. In your heart, you'll hear it call you. Come away, come away. Valley high will whisper on the wind of the street. Come to me, come to me. Your own special hopes, your own special dreams. Bloom on the hillside and shine in the streams. If you try, you'll find me where the sky meets the sea. Here I am, your special island. Come to me, come to me. I think that's enough. Does anyone know the tune for In the Harbor? Irene, I thought, does anyone know the tune? I know the real tune. Because I don't know it.
The rest of it, I don't have a clue.
All right, look, I guess that's it for In the Harbor. That being said, there's coffee and dessert. For some of you, others, not so much. Okay, this is again Freda Weiner Brenner from Reynolds Avenue in Chelsea, around the corner from me. And Freda and I were prom dates, senior prom dates. So we're going to say thank you all for coming, and we're glad that you did come. And please enjoy yourself and be safe. And Freda, this is going international.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to
Tomorrow.
get 11 million hits. We're going to be viral.
Right. Thank you.
Mr. Steve Kyle, you and your wife did a tremendous job. We go to a lot of reunions, and this one was really special and fun, and you could see the camaraderie among the classmates. Do you agree?
I do. And again, this is our 11th. Chelsea Cable has come to almost all of them since they've been in business. And we really appreciate Jamie, Carrie, and Paula Bradley Batchelor. Thank you all.
Okay, so we'll see everybody in 2024. Is that correct?
2024.
Okay.
God willing.
Congratulations on an outstanding reunion.
Thank you, Carrie.
Okay. There you have it. That was Steve Kyle and his wife Judy. They stepped up with the rest of the classmates to organize this wonderful reunion. You can feel the warmth in this hall, this room at the Homewood Suites Hotel in Chelsea. Thank you to Jamie. Thank you to Paula Bradley Batchelor. for allowing us the opportunity to cover this reunion. We hope you've enjoyed it.